Happy Tuesday! Time for Tidbit Tuesdays. Coming up on summer, and I know the last few weeks I've talked a lot about being healthy and things you can do to be healthy. There's a reason for this. Besides, it lowers your medical costs if you're healthier. It also gives you more options for health care. So this year, later in the year, during open enrollment, there's going to be a lot of changes. Due to the new administration, there's going to be lots of changes and lots of people losing their tax credits. And plans always change each year and plans always go up. And the other question I always get is, I want a PPO. So currently, I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Currently on the marketplace, there are no PPO options. There are EPOs and HMOs, which means you have to stay in network. I do have available individual PPO plans. But the caveat on these plans is you join as a member of a group, and to join the group, they have about 10 to 12 medical questions that you have to answer no to in order to join the group. And once you're in the group, you're eligible to select one of the many PPO plans that are offered. So if people can be healthier and do all the things they can do to be healthier, these plans could be a really good option for them. They can have a PPO option where there are out-of-network benefits, or they can go to their out-of-network doctor and send it and get reimbursed a portion of that expense because the doctor's not in network. And there's advantages that the networks are way bigger than HMOs and EPOs, so that's an advantage too. So these PPO options are major medical coverage. The cool thing is, yes, I can actually enroll you anytime in these plans. It doesn't fall, the initial enrollment doesn't fall within the open enrollment guidelines, but once you're in the plan, we can only make changes during open enrollment. But we can initially enroll you at any time. So if you're losing COBRA, if you're a healthy person, you don't like your current plan, that's an HMO or an EPO, and you're a relatively healthy person, happy to have a conversation with you to determine if one of these plans might be a good fit for you. Now, if you're getting a tax subsidy, that's probably your best bet, still cost-wise. But if you want the access of a PPO, nationwide PPO network, then this could be an alternate way to go for you. So if you're interested in exploring these options, and you may certainly, if you don't want to do it now, you may want to do it during open enrollment later in the year. So certainly keep this in mind. Do all the things you need to do to be healthy. And also medications. Generics are usually never a problem. It's when people take brand name medication. Every year it gets harder and harder to find coverage for those medications without having to meet a huge deductible. So keep that in mind. Maybe now is the time to have a conversation with your doctor to see if there's an alternate treatment to your expensive brand name med in generic form, which that could save you money. You could do that at any time. I get some people have to take the brand name or there's not a generic for it. So, it is what it is. But if there's any way you can do an alternate therapy that would work for you, that's important, that it needs to work for you, then that's definitely something to explore. So look back at all my healthy tips, get working on those so we don't come to the end of the year and you've not met those goals. This way we can answer no to those member questions so you can join the group. And then we can certainly explore. We have different networks to choose from, whether it's Anthem Blue Cross, Cigna, PHCS, and First Care, or First Health rather. Those are all networks that are national PPO networks that we have access to, that I have access to. And I would love to get you on something that you can utilize better, covers all your wellness, your preventive is covered, the same benefits as a major medical plan, but you do have the flexibility of a PPO. So until next week, peace out.